Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the channel. We both know why you're here. The new House of the Dragon teaser just dropped. That is the new A Song of Ice and Fire HBO adaptation, and you're here for your expert analysis. Yeah, so we're just going to go through this video together, sort of look at the different frames, and I'm going to tell you most likely what they mean. And we're going to see if, hey, maybe this is going to be a good show or not. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So, here we go. So we have this guy who is probably Daemon Targaryen. HBO original series. And then there's this. It says 200 years before the fall of the throne. I'm pretty sure it's like 150 years. Actually, I'm going to look that up real fast. So yeah, the Dance of the Dragons was during like 131, whatever, after Aegon, after the conquest, AC. And Robert's Rebellion ended in 281 AC, so that's 150 years. I don't know what they're talking. Like, even if you go back, how far, when are we starting this? Like, the actual Dance of the Dragons, it was 150 years before the fall of the throne. So, I mean, depending on where they're starting this adaptation, I guess in like Rhaenyra's dad, maybe if they go back to like King Viserys the first reign, they can say it's 200 years before. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it depends on where they started. So actually, let's go back. We missed this scene right here. And this is most likely Daemon Targaryen and Rhaenyra Targaryen on Dragonstone or on Driftmark. Actually, with like it looks like with all like the wood around it, it probably is Driftmark, if I had to guess. Okay, 200 years, 150 years. So yeah, this is the first scene. I don't know, what is this? Probably like maybe the Dragon's Den or Dragon Pit. Oh no, this isn't the Dragon Pit. Those are the skulls under King's Landing. Yeah, most likely. Unless it's like some flashback to Valyria. No, those are most likely the skulls under King's Landing. Okay. Let's see. Hand of the King. If I had to guess, this is probably Otto Hightower, who is the father of Queen Alicent Hightower, who is the Queen of the Greens. Otto Hightower was the Hand of the King for a significant portion of the Greens' rule in the Dance of the Dragons. This guy, most likely Viserys Targaryen. Yeah, I mean, or maybe like Aegon II for like a little bit, but is most likely Viserys Targaryen. Or it could be Aegon III at the end of the war, Aegon Dragonsbane. That would actually be pretty interesting. If it was Aegon III, that would be pretty cool. But most likely Viserys the first. This nice signet ring. The dynasty signet, is that the word? Dynasty revealed. Her? She could be anybody. I'm not going to guess who that is. Well, I'm trying to do this from memory, but actually, like, let's see. Let's see who that is. Let's go to IMDb. Okay, so apparently that's actress Millie Alcock. Millie Alcock. No, Millie Alcock. Sorry. Who's playing a young version of Queen Rhaenyra I, daughter of King Viserys I, the legitimate heir to the throne. You heard it here. Legitimate. So yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Oh, candles being blown out signifies bad stuff. Yeah, so this is again probably Daemon Targaryen and Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, who's actually the namesake of my cute dog, most likely on Driftmark with the driftwood behind them. See, it's Driftmark. There's driftwood. Looking very handsome. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Isn't he supposed to be older than her? I feel like he looks younger than her. I mean, I know he's supposed to be like heartthrob and all of that. Everyone wants to anyway. But I don't know. I still feel like he looks younger than her. I'm sure he's supposed to be older than her. I know he is. So yeah, this is what attorney. We have the traditional whoever, most likely that is, well, it's either Dark Sister or yeah, what am I thinking? No, yeah. Daemon Targaryen has Dark Sister, not Blackfire, which is the other Valyrian sword. Yeah, Dark Sister's like beyond the wall or something now, right? Yeah. And so this is definitely Daemon Targaryen in traditional Targaryen armor with the black scales and the cool red plume. I like that. And the sword that he is holding here is the Velaryon sword, the Velaryon steel sword of House Targaryen, Dark Sister. Oh, let's save that one till the end. Let's hold on. Yeah, we'll save that till the end. We'll save that. Okay, so these guys. So these are the Velaryons. Now we'll just talk about it now. So these are the Velaryons. Sorry, these are the Velaryons. You can tell by the seahorse crest on this guy's chest. The seahorse crest on this guy's chest denotes him as the Velaryons, most likely walking in front, acting as the patriarch. He is Corlys Velaryon, the sea snake of House Velaryon, one of the biggest badasses in the entire history of A Song of Ice and Fire. Expert seaman, traveled around the world. He did have a boat called what was it called? The Summer. Oh, come on. The Summer. Oh, come on. The Summer. Hold on. The Summer Maid. The Summer Maid. He did have a ship called the Summer Maid, and he did sail to the Summer Isles. I don't think that would then make him a Summer Islander, though. I'm not sure why. I mean, this is what everyone's going to be talking about. I might as well, just quickly. I'm not sure why they made this choice. I understand that they, if you're doing a Targaryen civil war, maybe the optics of having an all white, all silvery blonde, purple-eyed cast might have bad optics or whatever. But, I mean, that's the story that you chose to tell. And if that's the story, I mean, yeah, I was talking it over. You could say that the most defining characteristics of a Velaryon are their silver hair and their purple eyes. You could say that. But I mean, they usually don't mention the skin color in the books. Usually, if I'm going off of memory, but this just kind of, and I think I'm being generous. I'm sure they mention the skin color a lot. It's just mostly the purple eyes and the silver hair. This is just weird. It kind of messes up the lore of, like, the only black people are from the Summer Isles. Now, I was actually looking at the map, and I did think it was interesting that the theme of summer is present in both Valyria and the Summer Isles. They're both in, like, the Summer Sea. There is a land of the long summer in Valyria, and they're both geographically near each other. So you could say, hey, maybe there were some Valyrians who were, whatever. It's a long history. The interbreeding or whatever. Some bastard children here or there. They rise up the ranks. They become, it's possible. Even though they care so much about bloodline that they literally made brother and sister together. But hey, it's possible, I guess. But that's not how the Valyrians are described in the book. And since there is so much intermarrying between the Valyrians and the Targaryens and the Celtigars, I mean, these are old Valyrian stock that made it to Westeros. With all the intermarrying, that would have come up, It's just, and again, if you're sort of like sitting there listening and thinking like, hey, is this guy, does he have license to talk about this? I don't think that should matter. I'm just talking about the story here, and I'm purposely gonna not state my race because I don't think that should matter. I think all I really care about is the story and that it's being told well and it's a faithful adaptation. Like I said, I'm giving some caveats. I'm giving some ways out. You could say, but again, it doesn't. You can say all these things to sort of get past the whole, hey, there are no black Valyrians. There are no other, like, they're not even, like, any tan or Dornish Valyrians. They're sort of like a weird race, and, you know, maybe you can get past that. I don't know. Maybe that's not super explicit in the book, even though I'm pretty sure it is. It's more than just the silver hair and the purple eyes. Yeah, definitely, you know, definitely the Valyrians are, they're white. They're definitely white. You know, like, that would have come up. Like, Jalar Barzo was, like, he was part of Robert's court because he was a Summer Islander, because he was, like, the only black guy there. I mean, and not to say, like, Nettles, I believe, is at least, like, mixed. She was, like, darker. So, I mean, you could build up her storyline if you wanted people of color in here. And, I mean, you could just bring in, like, Summer Islanders. I don't know. Yeah, like, why don't you just bring in Summer Islanders and then make them a character in the story? Like, why do you kind of have to, like, mess up the lore? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna move on. You know, it is what it is. They've made their decision. Just looks like an episode of Bridgerton. This is just, anyway. We're gonna move on. And this person, I guess we'll have to. Okay, IMDb. We're gonna see who this person is. So yeah, this is Sonoya Mizuno. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. She is apparently playing Mysaria, Lady Misery, who is, long story short, she is going to be Varys for Queen Rhaenyra of the Blacks. That's pretty much her role. Oh my gosh, are they going to call them the Blacks with, like, the Velaryons there? And they're gonna, anyway, okay. And they're, okay, alright. So, she should be, alright, and here we go. Here's going to be the thing that everyone's making videos out of. She's clearly from the Vale. She looks exactly like Lysa Arryn and Caitlin Tully. And she has the dagger, that Caitlyn used, and the mirroring, and it's the callback to, it's so, and the echoes through time, and please, all right. So she's the wife of Viserys first. I'm pretty sure was from the Vale. Yeah, I'm sure that this is Queen Aemma Arryn of the Vale, who was King Viserys the first wife. She has the look. She's using the dagger. Let's move on. Alright, we're at attorney. And here we have... Now, when I first saw this, I was like, what? Who is this? All I could think of were the Tarleys, but that's a striding huntsman. I'm imagining, like, a guy on a horse. But I looked it up, and it's like, well, I don't know if striding is some archery term. Maybe someone can let me know, but this is apparently the striding huntsman of House Tarly, a guy with a bow, kind of standing still, but okay. Doesn't even look like... That was my cat. Boom, and it looks like the Tarly lost that one. Well, who knows? He didn't fall off his horse. And here we have... Let's back it up. Here we have young Serial Pharrell in the background, just making a cameo with his Jerry curl. I love it. Here we have young Velaryon against most likely one of Queen Rhaenyra's children, just practicing. I mean, I would guess if he's a Velaryon, he would be Laenor. He seems kind of young to be Laenor. Maybe he grows up. Because, yeah, that's the only... Because Corlys had a daughter who only had daughters, I believe. And then Laenor, well, he did not prefer the ladies, so there wouldn't be anyone who looked like him from his marriage to Queen Rhaenyra. They all look like the Strongs. He looks very angry. Kings. So now we have a much cooler version of the Iron Throne, and who knows what scene this is. I mean, this could be anything. That is a badass. That's much better than what they had before. I will give them that. Dragons did. Yes, they did. And there we have it. That is House of the Dragon. So I'm gonna admit, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited, honestly. You know, Let's just pretend like season 8 didn't exist. In season 7, and like most of season 6, like the Dorne part at least. I love these stories. I'm sure all of you love these stories. I've read these books more times than I can count. They're a part of me. And, George R. R. Martin is working on these. D&D has no part of them, hopefully. So they could be good. I wish he would finish the books. I'm sure we all do. But it could be good. I'm an optimistic guy, so I'm going to stay hopeful. I'm excited. We'll see. They're making decisions, but that doesn't mean the story's going to be bad. It's just like, well, it messes up with the lore. It messes up the lore. It's not the end of the world. If it's good, then it's good. I don't really care about all that other stuff, honestly. I just think it's, for people who appreciate anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know if it's going to be good or bad. Just let me know in the comments. Please give this a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'm just trying to I'm going to be posting some pretty expert analysis for sure. Like I said, I've read these books a cajillion times, and hopefully giving you some really good information to sort of fill in the story as this goes, and hopefully get some of you who haven't read the books turned on to the books. I promise they're good. I promise if you're excited about this show, you're going to love the books. This story is based off of the Dance of the Dragons, which you can find in The Princess and the Queen and the Rogue Prince. Wherever you get books, give them a read, give them a listen. Love and peace. Goodbye.